The things that you guys are working on to fine tune to get ready for the challenges?
What they're really comfortable at doing is catching and shooting. We got to make sure we're there on the catch, and at the same time, they're probably going to be one of the quickest teams we play. So we really got to make sure we're there on the catch, sit low with our closeouts, high hands, and do a good job containing the ball. Because it's going to be all about our defense. That's either going to dictate if we win or lose. So that's just something we're really focused on this week, and then trying to find some offensive actions that are going to be successful versus our defense, because they do play a very good man-to-man defense. But it's going to boil down to our intensity level on defense and how we are following through with what our game plan is. And we've made it this far doing it, and I fully envision that they'll do a good job with our game plan going forward.
How has this group been able to keep focused really since day one? I mean, you came out hitting on all cylinders, it felt like, at the beginning of the season, and it really never let up.
No.
So what's been the key to making that happen, that sustained excellence?
Leadership, and it's within our team. A lot of our guys are we have 7 seniors, so with that, you get some pretty good leadership. But I would like to think I do a pretty good job of keeping them focused, but this is all about them. Ethan and Gavin do a very good job. Tal and Caleb, they do a very good job just making sure everybody's head's where it needs to be, and that we're all focused on one thing only, and that's just keeping the season going for as long as possible. But now we're to the point that it's one game for everything. So, these guys are focused. They've been practicing well. They've showed up with the right attitude, right mindset daily. They're not getting distracted by all the noise in our community, all the noise at school, which is good stuff. We want to hear the positivity. We want to hear that. But we know that we have to be on top of our game to go and beat University in the state finals, because they are playing extremely well right now.
You look at basketball in Wabash County, it is a long history. It's important to this community.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But we haven't had a state champion from Wabash County yet in women's basketball. So does that add extra pressure to it, or is it something that maybe these guys welcome, the chance to do something?
No, they know that this is a chance to go make history. I mean, we just made history last week with bringing a semi-state home for basketball, but we know that, to my knowledge, there's only one championship, and that's baseball in 2002 here. So, and we know that no Wabash County team has had success in the tournament to get a state championship. So that's something we're really focused on. But we just want to win for one another. I mean, this is a journey we've been on for a lot of these guys for 4 years. So this is something that's very important to them. It's very important to me that we just finish this off on the right note, and that's to get a state championship.
Last question for me. When did you know that this was a special group that could put a run like this together, put a team like this?
I mean, I've known it for a couple of years that we were going to have. We had some successful seasons in the last couple of years, but we didn't have that postseason success. We can never get around Blackhawk. We struggled with them. We struggled with Whitco last year. But I mean, this has just been a different feel, and I've told people this from day one. It's a different feel with this team. Their focus is there every single day. There's no outside distractions. Everybody's focused on what we have to do to win, and that shows. And just the way that they approach practice daily, that's changed. And you could just tell they had the right mindset this year. I remember before our first game, we were breaking it down in the half court, and Talon Torpy said, what's our word today? He said, state champs. So I'm like, wow. So, I was focused on sectional champs, and then we can go for, but his was state champs. So, that kind of sunk in with me a little bit. Like, these guys believe that we can do this. So, and here we are. So, good hats off to them for believing it. And I've always believed that we could be a great team. I'm not one that makes predictions of, we're going to go this far, but I've always envisioned that we could have this opportunity. But for it to come reality, it's kind of like a dream come true.